You ready for school today?
Yeah.
What's happening at school today?
Mystery.
Mysteries? Mystery what?
No, just mystery because teacher never tells us what to do.
Today's mystery day.
Yeah.
Marty's Garden teaches you how to grow fresh food in urban places and small spaces. G'day my friends, Marty here from the Marty's Garden Show. I just got Karen off for school. She's loving year 6, which is absolutely unreal for me because I'm a stoked dad. She's such a good kid, loves the garden, loves all the plants, loves the insects. She was out feeding a spider this morning. It's one of her pets, a little tree spider. Told me how it's getting bigger and more shiny. So how cool is that? Anyway, what I've got, I want to show you the progress of my new garden. And it's the section for the microgreens that I'm expanding on because I've been thinking about this for a while as the weather's been cooling down. Well, we've still got 30-degree days coming on the way, but it will cool down. We've only got 10 days left of summer. But anyway, let's take a look, and I want to show you more about the progress so you can learn and pick up the tips and tricks along the way. As autumn approaches here on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, Australia, I know that there's still plenty of very warm weather yet to come. So I've decided to move my whole stand into the corner of the courtyard. The purple Sengo radish and arugula rocket micros are now 5 days old and are pretty much harvestable. So I'm looking forward to starting to put these on the meals at lunch and dinner time. Also, what you can see here are my blue kale baby greens. I plan to harvest shortly and to make a beautiful omelette from them. Kale is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet and provides many of the essential vitamins and minerals that we need to survive, such as vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C, B6, manganese, calcium, copper, potassium, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids. And as you can see here, it definitely can be an addition to your small space garden, as these guys are only just 3 weeks old. Going vertical is definitely the answer when you're growing micros and baby greens. And here this stand is going to be holding a ton of food soon, and I'm really excited to show you what's coming up next. On the second shelf I have in the germination process Japanese mustard, the Mizuna, watercress, and the explosive giant red mustard, which is just jam-packed full of flavour. I found this under the bed box out in the street and thought this would be perfect if it fits onto one of my racks, as I can deep soak seed for the first few days to help with the germination process. So a lot of people like to soak their seed before germination, and you know, I do that too for a lot of things, such as this one here. I've got my peas and my lentils going here. So there's the peas. There's the lentils, and they're edible actually as sprouts at the moment, but they'll be going into the ground, into some soil, and I'll be growing them on and using them in different recipes and things like that. Now the pea is absolutely beautiful. All the plant is edible, and I like to eat the little leaves. Excellent cut and grow plant. Now with my soaking situation, I grow mine in the big trough that you saw there, and I soak them in that and in other plates and things. And I like to get the water up to about 50% way up the side of the pot so it sumps right up and gets real wet. Cover it over with a bit of vermiculite or soil, you see, if you want to. And then, but make sure you keep it moist with something like this, a little light spray, a couple of times a day, and keep them wet. And even when they start germinating for a little while, you want to still give them a bit of a spray with this, guys. And if you've got a bit of seaweed, once they get going, just, you know, 25%, 50% of what it says on the bottle, soak it up that way. And you'll get a really good growth. And remember the seed problem that I had? Well, thanks everyone for writing in and giving me all that information. I really appreciate you getting back to me on that. I've solved my problem. I'm just putting in this little box here. It's a Frozen movie from the Frozen kids box. Not sure exactly what was in here before, something to do with the movie obviously, but it's a bit like a fishing tackle box. And so I can organise everything in order. I've got my seed, certain ones under here for microgreens, another small baby leaf stuff and things that are all organised here, Asian greens up one end. So I know what's going on. Now I do need a couple more bigger boxes because I've got a lot more seed than this, but this is what I'm using at the moment. So problem solved with that one. And pretty stoked to keep moving forward. Now I'm going to be growing continually onwards, more plants, more greens, and sharing them with you. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, the bok choy are getting bigger now. I've got the mizuna in, I've got the giant mustard in, and I've got some watercress in, and a few others a few other Asian ones that I'm going to be putting in today as well. I'm just going to go through my seed box and decide what I'm going to be putting in here. I've got a bit of a throat problem at the moment. I just went to the doctor's yesterday and I've got to go see a specialist, so my voice sounds a bit croaky at the moment, and they're a bit concerned that I've got might have something wrong with my throat, some nodules or something in there. So unfortunately I've got to go to the specialist. So if my voice gets croaky or you don't see me on here as much, let's hopefully I can keep getting 2 videos out to you a week and I don't lose my voice. But I want to keep eating lots of nutritious food. I'm going to step up my diet a bit better because I want to stay healthy, and we have our ups and downs, especially being full-time single dad. I need to keep hanging around for my daughter and stay well for her. So anyway, that's enough about that. I won't know for a couple of days. I go in at about the 31st. I go in around next month or something for the appointment. I've got to look at the date again, and I've got an appointment for a job coming up, the stop go at the school sign. I've got to do a medical tomorrow, so she's all systems go. I better stop going before I lose my voice, and we'll see you at the next video real soon. I'm trying to bring them out Saturday mornings and Tuesday mornings Sydney Australian time. Bye for now. If you're new to Marty's Garden and you want to learn more about growing fresh food fast in urban places and small spaces, please consider subscribing before you go, because there's plenty more tutorials and videos on the way to help you grow more fresh food at home.